Despite the transfer window closing, Rangers are still eager to improve every aspect possible at the club to become a dominant force in Scotland once again. In some huge news, Rangers have agreed a familiar deal. We will dive into this in today's video, whilst going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, but first make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, James Tavernier looked to the skies and brushed his brow. He'd watched in disbelief as Callum Ferry sprung to his left, stuck out a hand, and saved a 95th minute penalty to send Queen's Park through and Rangers out of the Scottish Cup. The modern shock in the competitions and Rangers history had its crowning moment. At full time, Tavernier led a wounded group on a half-hearted applause of those who'd remained at Ibrox to a chorus of boos. Philippe Clement shook hands with his opposite numbers before making a beeline up the tunnel, likely understanding the significance of the afternoon. Tavernier has sat through his fair share of post-mortems during nearly a decade at the club. Depending on your view, he's either been a demonstration of Rangers' issues or a man brought by those around him. Regardless, Sunday was perhaps the most deflated version of Tavernier yet. There was a finality to the words spoken, a resignation. Truly, what can you say as the captain of Rangers after being knocked out of the Scottish Cup by a lower league for the first time since 1967? It's unacceptable today, simple as that, he said. You can't be losing a game against a championship team at home. You can't be shooting at goal 30 odd times and not being clinical enough, and can't be just conceding maybe a couple of chances against us, then we concede. So it's unacceptable. The fans' reaction is right, they are aggrieved at us, and we've fully got to take it, be responsible for what happened today. It's not good enough, it's another cup competition that now we're out of, and it's not acceptable that we can't be going season after season and not picking up these trophies, so we have to reflect massively. Through the season, it's been inconsistent, where we have a run of good games, then we hit a speed bump. You can't do that as a Rangers team, and as Rangers players, you have to be consistent throughout the season if you want to compete for trophies. It's not good enough. It's as simple as that. It's not good enough. We've got to be competing for these trophies, and today was shocking for all of us. I've got to take account of myself on the penalty and take account of my performance, and everyone else has to do that who was asked to play today. Everyone has to take accountability. The question on everyone's lips this week is, what does that accountability look like? It was a month ago to the day that Patrick Stewart, the Rangers CEO, threw the club's backing behind under pressure Philippe Clement. Speaking after the game, the Belgian did not even suspect he'd hold fresh talks with decision makers despite the significance of the loss. You've got to win games, and that's what the fans want us to do. They want us to win games and show performance that's worthy of their backing, Tavernier reasoned when asked how his side can respond. Pushed on why Rangers could finish in the Europa League top 8 just days ago at the same venue and look all the more comfortable at a higher level of competition, Tavernier replied, "Yeah, it's the inconsistency that I was talking about before. European football is obviously a different game, but you've got to keep that consistency throughout the season if you want to be challenging. We can't be having a couple of chances and we concede of a second phase of a set piece, and we can't be wasteful in the final third because there were too many shots and the keepers pulled off some good saves today, but we should do more to put that ball in the back of the net with the quality that we have." Now in some huge Rangers news. Rangers have completed a deal for a familiar face to return to the club, as Kevin Thompson is back at Rangers, having started a new role in the academy this week. The 40-year-old, who spent a successful 4.5 years at Ibrox under Walter Smith as a player, previously worked in the club's academy setup before taking up the Kelty Hearts manager role in 2021. Now, as revealed by RFC News last month, he's back at the Rangers training centre to work as a coach alongside under-18 head manager Stephen Smith. Thompson will assist Rangers under-18 coach Stephen Smith. Thompson's return to the club coincides with an overhaul of the academy system triggered at Ibrox over the new year. As exclusively reported by RFC News, the club hierarchy have landed on a decision to move away from the failed best versus best B team games program. This season, the B team played just 14 matches during the first half of the campaign, half of which were independently organised best versus best matches. Instead, those ready to make the jump to the first team, Finlay Curtis, Bailey Rice, Paul Enceo and Mason Munn, were promoted to Philippe Clement's squad last month. Others in the B team, who were not deemed ready, were sent on loan across the Scottish football pyramid. Moving forward, the under-18 squad will compete in the Scottish Challenge Cup and Glasgow Cup, previously entered by the B team. The under-18s will also supplement and support first-team training sessions, where necessary, in the hope that earlier exposure and stronger investment in the age group can offer better chances of bridging the gap to the Rangers' first team. Finlay Curtis recently signed a 3-year deal at Ibrox last year. Technical director Niels Koppen, then head of recruitment, told RFC News that the club needed to restructure its definition of young players. It's about getting the right mindset that we should be able to play young players. Young for me is not 21, it's 18, he said. Getting that mindset right is key. Maybe he will drown a bit while he tries to swim, and that will be the next step. Protecting our academy players for too long and keeping them in a safe environment, they're not going to be the players who manage regular minutes. That's a step we have to take. Aidan Crilly, an attacking midfielder, Aidan McCallion, a number 6, Alex Smith, a promising number 10, Callum Burnside, a winger, and highly rated goalkeeper Ridden Maguire are the current standouts in the under-18 age group. What do you make of this? Let me know down below. In other news, Kieran Dowell's loan move to Birmingham City is proving to be a welcome change after a frustrating spell at Rangers, where he was often sidelined and used sporadically under manager Philippe Clement. The midfielder has quickly made his mark at St Andrews since joining the English League One leaders in January, with another stellar performance in Birmingham's 4-0 win over Cambridge United on Tuesday night. Dowell, who has already shown that he's capable of covering multiple positions for the Blues, sealed the victory with a precise left-footed strike for his side's third goal prior to the half-time interval, capping a superb team move that saw the ball flow from back to front through a series of incisive passes. Although it's only been 2 weeks since his Birmingham debut, Dowell has quickly established himself as a key player, with 5 games played, and glowing praise from manager Chris Davies. "I'm really pleased and really impressed physically," Davies said, following Dowell's latest display. He's not played a lot of football at Rangers, but he covers some distance. Even his goal, he could have easily stayed back rather than follow the attack and sprinting into the box. He took his goal well. He's got real legs. I've used him in 4 different positions already. He is tactically really astute, switched on, a good character. I don't think he could have wished for a better start. Reflecting on his contribution, Dowell told Birmingham City TV, "We have dominated every game we have played in since I've been here. That is what attracted me to the club. The manager said that's what this team does, so we always create a lot of chances. To finish one of those off today was nice. I think it's helped going straight into the team, and then with the way the manager sets us up. It's almost like whoever is in those positions, the decision is made for you, so it's worked well so far." Talking specifically about netting his first goal for the club, Dowell said, "It's come straight from the kickoff, I think, from the second goal, and then there's a loose ball back heel to Williamson. He's played it down the side, Jay Stansfield has tucked it inside, Keshi Anderson has let it run, then I finish it off. Good move." If there's anything to take from the game, then we probably could have scored a few more in the second half, but all in all, a good win in the end. But that is all for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, I'll see you in the next video.